The Shawshank Redemption. 1994. Directed by Frank Darabont. Genre: drama, crime.
Movie summary.
Andy Dufresne is sentenced to 2 consecutive life terms in prison for the murders of his wife and her lover and is sentenced to a tough prison. However, only Andy knows he didn't commit the crimes. While there, he forms a friendship with Red, experiences brutality of prison life, adapts, helps the warden, etc., all in 19 years. Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman, Bob Gunton, William Sadler, Clancy Brown, Gil Bellows, James Whitmore. Ian Nathan from Empire. A thumpingly good ode to friendship, hope, wit, wiles and wisdom, brimming with crackling characters and topped with the most twistrew of twists since The Crying Game. Elvis Mitchell from The New York Times. There are times when The Shawshank Redemption comes dangerously close to sounding one of those triumph of the spirit notes. But most of it is eloquently restrained. Roger Ebert from Chicago Sun-Times. If the film is perhaps a little slow in its middle passages, maybe that is part of the idea, too, to give us a sense of the leaden passage of time, before the glory of the final redemption. Peter Stack from San Francisco Chronicle. Some of The Shawshank Redemption comes across as outrageously improbable. Yet the film keeps pulling you back with its sense of striving humanity slowly turning the tables against evil. Peter Travers from Rolling Stone. It's the noble performances that hold back the flood of banalities. Robbins and Freeman connect with the bruised souls of Andy and Red to create something undeniably powerful and moving. Anthony Lane from The New Yorker. Too long, but it feels sturdy and stirring. There's an old-fashioned decency in the way that it exerts, and increases, its claim upon our feelings. James Berardinelli from Real Views. Whitmore's Brooks is a brilliantly realized character, and the scenes with him attempting to cope with life outside of Shawshank represents one of the film's most moving and effective sequences. David Starrett from Christian Science Monitor. As the uptight banker, Robbins does some of his subtlest acting to date. As his hardened but resilient friend, Freeman is simply miraculous, giving the role so much depth, dignity, and good humor that you feel that you've known this man forever. Dwayne Burge from The Hollywood Reporter. In the lead roles, both Robbins and Freeman are outstanding, layering their performances with snippets of individuality. Their small, daily sustenances and minor triumphs are wonderfully inspiring. Mark Savlow from Austin Chronicle. At times poignant, joyful, and terrifying, Shawshank Redemption is an altogether brilliant movie and the debut of an equally brilliant director. Frederick and Mary Ann Brusset from spiritualityandpractice.com. Many of the most powerful stories are the soulful ones that teach us not to despair, not to be swamped by sorrow. They remind us that hope is a precious and buoyant emotion which can give our lives substance and meaning. The Shawshank Redemption is based on a novella by Stephen King. Tim Robbins plays Andy, a banker who is sent to prison for the murder of his wife and her lover. The judge who sentences him finds him a particularly remorseless and icy man. Andy's cool reserve and aloofness is not accepted well by the other inmates at Shawshank Maximum Security Prison in Maine. He is raped by some angry men and given several long stretches in solitary confinement for his bad attitude. Luckily, Andy is befriended by Red, played by Morgan Freeman, the prison fixer. He is awed by this young man's quiet reserve and inward resolve to make the best of his bad situation. Andy's accounting skills come in handy, and he begins doing the taxes for the guards and laundering money for the corrupt warden. This lands him the cushy job of librarian. Eventually, Andy wrangles money out of state officials to build the best prison library anywhere. Writer and director Frank Darabont draws out strong and intense performances from Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins as soulmates who support each other while doing hard time. Red sees hope as a dangerous thing that can drive a man insane, but Andy believes it is fuel that keeps one going against all odds. The Shawshank Redemption is a jubilant tribute to hope as an essential quality of soul. What movie would you like the next episode to be? Tell us in the comments.
If you like this video, please like it and subscribe our channel.